Well, it was a really hard-fought game. I was expecting that. Rutgers has played everybody extremely tough here at the RAC, and tonight was no different. I thought that our bench was absolutely the difference in the game. I thought that Michael Finke, Aaron Jordan stepped into roles tonight with Trent Frazier and LaRon Black really kind of playing subpar games compared to the way they have been playing. But that being said, I thought the player of the game was Tejon Lucas. I thought his effort and energy, this is our 4th game in 8 days. We've traveled all over the place, and I thought his effort and energy was absolutely dynamite. We're not the most vocal team, and his energy carried us early. Then it became contagious, and put LaRon back in the second half, and his 2 pick and pop threes took what was a really close game and kind of that 5 to 6 range and broke it open. But on to the Big Ten tournament, and we'll find out tonight who we play. Maybe you play these guys again.
Brad, you at the end of the game, you went over and shook Mike Williams' hand when he checked out the final time. Why'd you do that? I
love seniors. Man, that's a commitment. Those guys have paid a great price to and it's an honor for me to be able to shake you guys' hand. I know as a player, remember a long time ago now, but what I went through, and guys that commit 4 years, I've got a lot of respect for and a tremendous appreciation for.
You haven't really complained too much this year about having such a short roster. Talk about managing the foul trouble with Trent and Tejon towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, most nights we play 9 or 10 guys. You know, it was we've had to do it at various points throughout the year. You know, at Michigan State, I think the other night, you know, LaRon had a couple, and we bought 2 or 3 or 4 possessions with him, and really told him we were going to cut off his lunch money if he committed a foul. But Trent hasn't played in a lot of foul trouble, and tonight that was a little unique. But again, we've got 3 or 4 guys that can handle it. We kind of play positionless basketball, and so you know, you feel good when you get 8 rebounds from DeMonte, and you get the production you get from AJ and Fink. That, you know, you guys are going to be okay. We're going to be okay with when those guys don't play great.
You mentioned the Big Ten tournament. How much was seeding in that a motivating factor?
We haven't talked 1 second about it. I don't believe in that. We keep everything very simple at our place. It's all about the next game, the next practice. I just mentioned to them in the locker room, they had no idea who we could play. It was just about winning the game that was in front of us, and that's been my philosophy all along, is never get too far ahead, and just try to get better that day. So.
What about in the sense of just where you could finish in the standings? Obviously, it's better to finish in.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I think at the end of the season, I never worry about that, to be honest. This sounds trite, maybe, but the one thing I do is every day. And then when they're all played, let's see where we're at. And I did it when we were at other places when we were winning conferences. And so it's try not to make too much about that, and just keep it day to day, and let's worry about the process. And you know, we go into, we're in no different position now, really. I guess if we lost, we were playing Iowa, but we didn't talk about any of that. Our coaches knew, or Minnesota, excuse me. Our coaches knew who we were playing, but we never mentioned it with our team.
Coach, your season's almost over, getting to the tournament, and it's a question that you might want to add up. What do you like about this team as you approach what you have to deal with?
Well, the greatest thing is in my locker room. I got great guys. I mean, these are really good character people, and I say this all the time. You know, it's talent, character, preparation lead to the results, and this group has continued to grow. None of these guys had ever been in this situation a year ago. None of them. Not even LaRon Black, where they were at the top of the scouting report, or the expectations were so high. we very easily could be sitting here if you wanted to look back, probably 8, 9, 10 wins. 13 wins if you look at we lost the Maryland game 4 times. So, but I don't do that. But this team's continued to grow. They've given me everything that they've got. We've demanded that they work. They've worked, and I'm really, really proud of that. And, we're 2 scholarships light. We knew that going in, and yet we've asked a group of freshmen to play major minutes in the best basketball conference in America.
You mentioned that the bench play, Michael and Eric combined, 34 points. How big of a spark were they when you guys needed it?
They're so capable. Both those guys have had huge games throughout the course of the year, and I'm really happy for Aaron because he got off to such a terrific start in the non-conference, and I think at one point was leading the country in three-point shooting, and then things got hard, and he lost a little confidence, and to get that thing going back in for him was big. And then, Derek, you may have to help me. What did we miss, Mike? 4 or 5 games? 4 games with a concussion. The Purdue game the other night was his first game back. He had sea legs, so to speak. So to see him bounce back, that really excites me. And Trent's got so much attention as LeBron has, and to see those other 2 guys step up is huge. And then I don't want to diminish DeMonte because the other night he was 4 of 4 and 3 of 3 from 3. So DeMonte Williams is really stepping into a nice role as well.
Aaron's game was really dynamic today. All those offensive rebounds, scoring in different ways. It seems like he's been making those moves for a long time, but the ball hasn't always gone in.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what confidence does, and he got a couple looks early. He knocked him down. I actually got on him pretty good today in shoot around. I watched it. We were doing some pregame shooting. He missed 6 or 7 in a row, and I kind of jumped on him, and he stayed just a little bit after and got up 25 or 33. So it's amazing what happens when you get. Sometimes you get scolded, so to speak, to really focus and concentrate, and it seemed to work. But his offensive rebounds, his extra possessions were huge tonight. Thanks, guys.